I've got to put these in.
Yeah. If you don't mind, can I get your reaction?
What's that?
If you don't mind, can
No,
I get...
no, of course not. No, absolutely, that's fine, Paul.
I'm just here
No
with
problem.
Graeme Blore, and he's just ridden the Scout 101. What do you think, Graeme?
Paul, hang on, I'll just whack these in
Yeah, all right,
first,
we'll come over to the bike and have a look.
Hang
Yeah.
on. Sorry.
Yeah, right, no drama, no rush
Oh,
there.
hang on.
All right, what do you think, Graeme?
Paul, it's a ripper.
Yeah,
it's an absolute ripper. It's just a fun machine.
Yeah,
I think the thing, it's just so agile, really well planted, handles well, impressive suspension. I've got to say that the suspension worked well. I think it's just really quick and it's well put together. You can feel the quality on this actually.
You can,
Seriously.
can't you? Yeah, there is a step up from the previous model to this for sure, and it does feel like a really quality motorcycle, 100%.
Yeah, I agree. Look, that motor I think is brilliant. It's just brilliant. It takes a bit of getting used to. I'm someone who's come on off air-cooled Harleys and then a Challenger, and it's even more something that you keep up in the red band. You know.
So compared to your Challenger, how does it feel power-wise?
Very quick, very quick. The Challenger is a different style of bike, different touring bike, of course. I think for this, you know, for someone who wants a touring bike, not so much a touring bike, a sports cruiser type bike, something for around town. It could do a long trip, but no problem with that. In fact, I actually whacked it up to 6th gear at 100k, bang on 100k, it's sitting on 2950 and doing it beautifully and really smooth. The motor's impressive, I've got to say. The motor is really impressive. There's only a couple of things that I'd change with it. I think what I probably would do myself, and it's a personal thing, is I would just change the bars to suit myself. For me, stretching a bit too far forward, that's probably also been an
Would the taller risers be enough?
I reckon they'd do the job.
Because it would bring it back, wouldn't it? And
I reckon that'd do the job. Yeah, that'd do the job. Bring it back a bit. Look, there's only one, and this is nitpicking. Believe me. Only one thing I'd noticed: the controls, the switches.
It's a little bit buried. The indicator, isn't it?
They're a little bit small.
A
little bit small. I'm used to sort of having a bigger switch block, of course, but on a bigger bike that comes with the territory. I get it though, that for the bike it's perfect.
I found the same. It feels buried in compared to the other switches. But then you know, once I got used to it and I sort of really focused where it was, I reckon that a week on it and you'd be doing it just by feel. You know,
that's the thing. You're exactly right. And it's just about getting used to it as well. It's an impressive motorcycle. I've got to say that it's a really impressive motorcycle. I love the fact that they've got parts interchangeability too.
For all the models, because the previous model you had the Scout, you couldn't use a seat from the other Scout on the bobber and things, but this is all interchangeable throughout the whole range now, which is great.
Exactly. And for a stock bike, I know it's a big muffler. It's probably a bit too big, but it's not that bad.
No, you get a bit of sound from it, don't you? You get a bit of experience.
A bit of a note, you know, like it's not.
Did you hear any induction roar?
I did. Love that. Love the. It's got a good induction roar. It's lovely. It's really, really lovely. At the back end here too, you and I spoke about, you know, sort of ways that you could customise it, maybe, you know, sort of tidy it up a bit at the back. It's not excessively ugly or anything, but people might want to think, for example, about changing the number plate bracket and maybe putting it up under here and just relocating these indicators. But, you know, it's a personal choice thing, and I think, having the steel frame is brilliant.
Can they get through there?
Gives you the opportunity, you know, to customise to your heart's content.
I'll put this through. Hang on, I'll just grab your helmet.
Oh, right, thanks, Paul. Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Grab that out of the way. Nice to be able to wheel them around like that, isn't it?
So really, all in all, super impressive package. And I've got to say, I really like the bobber as well. I thought, you know, it actually really stood out to me. Just long, low, sleek, this beautiful carbon fibre type inlay. And as Paul pointed out, it's actually an Indian headdress. Like, that's just attention to detail. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that. I think it's a sensational looking bike. The nacelle here, the way that's blended in, so that there's hardly anything, you know, hanging out where it shouldn't be. Really tidies it up in the front end.
That's very clean.
And a brilliant, nice set of front forks on this one,
It's a very tough looking bike, isn't it, the bobber?
It's a great looking motorcycle. and 23.5 grand. Is that right?
I think started.
Started 22,995.
Yeah.
Or for this with the paint, 24,995. Correction. Sorry, my apologies. But gee whiz, it's a hell of a lot of motorcycle for that.
And this one's got the SNS type on it too.
And I've got to say, Jock started it up. Yep. I think that SNS sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
It's a lovely
Would you
sound.
put the SNS on if you bought one?
I would reckon I would.
Yeah, okay.
And my mate over in the States,
Yeah.
from Drop Bear, he actually put an SNS
I've seen
on.
Drop Bear.
Yeah.
Moto.
Well, he came from Melbourne.
Yeah, because he has. I only recently discovered this channel.
Yeah.
And I thought this guy's got an Australian accent.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's a Melbourne
Well, it's
lad.
Americanised Australian accent.
It is. He's got the
Has he been there for a while?
He's mid-Pacific now, so he's sort of getting halfway over there with the accent.
Yeah.
Give him another 5 years, he'll be full American.
And what does he ride from memory?
He's got one of these. I think he's got...
Oh, he just bought a new one?
Yeah, he bought a 101.
Yeah. That's probably why I've seen his videos pop up on my...
And the SNS is on the 101, but he's got something else. I can't remember what else he's got.
Yeah.
But funnily enough, he lives in Melbourne, Florida now.
Oh, really?
Seriously, apparently. That's what he told me.
Well, Melbourne. Melbourne.
Yeah.
All right, Graeme. Well, thank you very much for
for
hopping on my video and
Pleasure.
let people know what you think.
Absolutely,
I
mate.
think
We'll
anyone
get
that,
out and doing some serious smiles, eh?
Yeah. Well, anyone that has test ridden them has really on the weekend really enjoyed riding the bike. So
Brilliant.
I think they're onto a winner.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And big shout out to Indian Motorcycle Ballarat too.
For putting this on.
Brilliant dealership.
Yep.
You know, I've got Big Red here, my Challenger, getting this 32k service. So they always look after me really well. And yourself too.
For sure, 100%. Yeah.
Cheers.
All right. Thanks, Graeme.
All right. No worries.